Now, this one specific project which I want to talk about is the restoration of Ma Hajiani Dargah. It's a building which was constructed in 1908, and I was fortunate that in 2018 and 19 I got a chance to work pre-COVID when we just completed the building. The building is a very interesting building which is located, before the coastal road was built. It's located just opposite Haji Ali on a large outcrop. Being a dargah, it had to had a physical connection with the ground, and fortunately this outcrop was existing. We had an interesting site where the person who's built it, which is the Yusuf family, they were into shipping industry, and they wanted to design this dargah, which is a very unique dargah with a courtyard, and it is something like a kind of a fortification or a check post in the serene settings of the sea. The dome is a very unique one. It's a rectangular dome which is submarine kind of a shape, which is not seen anywhere in the city or in the country. It was repaired in 1950s or 60s with blue china mosaic, and since then it has been known as a blue dome building. And while we were restoring, we also wanted to continue with the same theme, because it's easier for maintenance. And it had a problem that there was a lot of cement which was used, a lot of paint which was done, the windows were broken, and the building was in a fairly dilapidated condition, not a very pleasant place to be seeing the maintenance part of it, but it's one of the most sacred sites, one of the most picturesque sites of the city, and not very frequented by many people. As I mentioned to you, the windows, since it was so close to the sea, the windows used to get shattered. They were colored glasses, but since they were broken, the chadar which was given as offerings were put there. And we had a porch which had some amount of steel joist which was corroding and which was on the verge of collapse. The minarets, because of the vegetation growths, were out of plumb. And it was an opportunity to work on this on a very shoestring budget, and you can see the transformation now. Of course, its maintenance and upkeep needs to be kept as a result of which. So the photographs which you'll see, or if you see it earlier, will explain you how the building was restored. So what we really did was we first did the roofs of the courtyard, and we got the mangrove tile roof with the tongue and groove boarding in it. It has a very unique typology of a courtyard which has never been seen. Then we did the external, ashlar, the four walls which were there, which was cladding the outcrop, were pointed. The vegetation growths were removed, and the top dargah was in Porbandar stone, so that was restored meticulously. Then the most important thing was the stained glass bit of it. So we added colored glass, and we deliberately kept a subtle theme of having a blue color which symbolizes the sea, and the green color which is a band which is got to do with the religion. And the most interesting thing was we kept rest of the glass in a transparent color, but when the sun sets, it gets a magical hue of a golden orange which glows and which makes the place very sacred. It was a very satisfying experience, because so many people have then started visiting this place. Of course, now the coastal road has come, so you see this not in that original context in which it was designed, but now you can see it from the coastal road. This is a small bit of advice for those people who have history, who love history, and who have a passion for history, who are sensitive to environment and are aware of sustainability. So this is a field which will fascinate you. There's so much to do. Individually, you might not benefit, but your contributions to the larger society would be many folds and would be remembered, down the ages. From my experience, I can say I never had a single dull moment. Every building teaches you a lot. The perks of being a conservation architect is that you climb heights, you climb scaffoldings, you go on to the highest points of these buildings and this, and you can see your city down below speaking and talking to you. So these are some magical moments, which, of course, being a normal architect, I don't know whether I would have got these kind of opportunities. But there has never been a moment which I've not enjoyed in my last 34 years of practice. It's a fascinating field.